Right, let's go ahead and let's export these. Okay, you want to make sure that they're completely within everything there. You want to make sure it's in the artboard, and we're going to go Command Alt Shift S. All right, and we're going to save this, and I'm just going to put it right on the desktop here. Okay, and we'll call this white tech circle. And I always like to give a number after that as well, especially when I have some of these objects here. So let's do the same thing. Just push save. You want to make sure that it's PNG24 transparency and art optimized. You also want to make sure that you can see somewhat of a checkboard background. That means it's transparent. Okay, we'll call this orange tech circle 1, and there you go. All right, let's go back into Xcode and let's pull up this sidebar, and we're going to go to Xcassette image assets.xcassettes, and this is where we're going to drag everything in here. So I'm going to go to my Finder here, and you can see some of my production and how I go and make the videos here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag the orange circle, and I'm going to drag the white circle here. Okay. Now, if you want to, you can rename this to orange circle, something that's more program friendly. If you want to, we can call this white circle. Okay, we got orange circle and we got white circle. All right, now let's go to the game scene.swift, and what we'll do first is we'll go to the block. Okay, and this block here, we're going to take a look at this first name. Okay, we're going to say that this is the image name. Okay, and we're going to say this is orange, or actually it's white circle first. So white circle. Now it has to be spelled correctly, and if you didn't add in this block.size, it won't work. So let's take a look at this and let's see if it works. So you want to make sure that you set the size, otherwise it'll be 300 by 300. And if we look at this, we can take a look at that here, and I think that looks pretty cool. I like the circles part of it, right? And that actually looks pretty good, right? And then you have to go and remove all of this here. Okay, and there you go. That pretty much does remove everything there. Okay, so let's take a look, and if we go down to this bottom here where we have the change color of blocks, we need to go to sprite.texture, okay, is equal to sk texture, and we need to go to image name. So what we're going to do is we're not changing the color name anymore. We're changing the texture, and this is how you change the image. All right, and orange circle. Now, if any of this isn't working, chances are you made a spelling mistake or something like that, because you want to make sure that this does indeed work. So what we're going to do is just going to switch all of the textures here. So that actually looks pretty cool. I think it looks pretty awesome in my opinion. And then it changes to those other circles, and that actually looks pretty cool. I really like that. All right, and I'm thinking that looks pretty good. One thing we could do is we could change these to 80 by 80 instead. Okay, and the one thing is that if you had a lot of space within your text circle, right, it will make this look just a bit better, right? So you just kind of place things down, and then change the blocks here, and that actually looks really cool, and the rotation looks pretty good as well. Okay, so that looks really cool, and that's a great way to add in images to your game. This concludes the tutorial.